top of the morning, fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, coming to you with the morning market preparation video for June 1st, 2018. So as we transition into a new month here in the market, we are still locked in a heavily politically charged market. We've got all of the trade negotiations going on. We've got tariffs being lobbed across the borders in several places, all kinds of things going on, and the market just doesn't know exactly what to do with itself. The Dow continues to whipsaw. It looked like, yesterday we had that selling coming into play with the notice that the president was planning to move forward with tariffs. And, just the day before, we'd gone up 300 and X number of points and looked like we were going to break back through that resistance, but not so much. In fact, we came back down to challenge once again that 50-day moving average here. And with luck, we kind of held on to that 50-day moving average. Now, with all of these threats of tariffs being lobbed back and forth, one would assume, with the market reacting so negatively to that yesterday, we would see a follow-through of that today. But no, that's not the case. As a matter of fact, we've seen Asian markets and European markets higher. And this morning, currently, the futures are pointing to more than a 100-point gap up here in the Dow. So sharply higher this morning. And, we're just going to whipsaw some more. So hopefully some cooler heads will eventually prevail here on this trade negotiations, and things will start to calm down here. And what's interesting is it's mostly affecting the Dow. Anything that, international companies are having the most trouble right now. Anything that's a domestic company seems to be holding up much, much better. If you take a look at the SPY, you can see the S&P 500 held up actually fairly well. This candle yesterday is what they call an inside day, and so it really means kind of non-directional. It's buyers and sellers are just kind of okay with where the prices are, I guess, at the moment. And that's kind of what an inside day is. Now, that could follow through in either direction. And I have to say, at least in the SPY, we've held up nicely above the 50-day moving average, holding this support level all the way through here, and really maintaining ourselves in this consolidation. This morning, as you can see, at the moment, we're gapping up very, very close to the open yesterday. And right now, the energy seems to be focused to the upside this morning. So just another day of whip. Let's take a look at the Qs. The Qs tried like crazy to break out yesterday. Just couldn't quite hold up there, putting in another kind of scary pattern here, potential failure pattern, just like we did right here, that would suggest a day of pullback. But this morning, it looks like we're gapping up toward that resistance high again, as this market seems to be just two-sided in its thinking, just doesn't know what to do with all this political uncertainty. Remember, that resistance has proven to be quite strong. It's going to take a pretty good push to pop us through there, and that is possible today, seeing the futures up so strongly. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM was not able to follow through after its really strong showing on Thursday. On Wednesday. It's really strong showing on Wednesday. And again, here we had more of an inside day. Just a little bit of two-sided trading going on. And you can see this morning we're expected to gap up very near the high of yesterday, acting as if we want to reverse yesterday's trading all at once here this morning. Let's take a quick look at the VIX. The VIX, surprisingly, it's held up pretty darn well. We've been whipping back and forth. We're still underneath this important level of resistance. But we have been whipping back and forth pretty consistently here. If we have a strong showing today, maybe we'll finally get more of a reaction here in the VIX to the downside. But so far it's been holding up pretty well. A little bit of fear here in the market creeping in. We're holding above this downtrend line. We're going to have to stay focused on this and realize that in a politically charged market, it can flip directions in about half a heartbeat. And it can be very, very frustrating for traders because we can have winning positions turn into losing positions very, very quickly, and or vice versa. So you get tossed in this emotional dilemma as to, do I, if the trade is starting to go south on you, do I bail out because it could get a lot worse, or do I hold on because yesterday proved to be a positive rebound, and we get into this emotional state. It's really easy to slip into that. What I want to recommend to everyone is really focus at those times. Focus on your trade plan, focus on your rules, and stay disciplined to your trading. Remember, trading is a business. You need to treat it as such, and you need to avoid, whenever possible, any emotional decisions in regards to your money and finances. Make sure they're good quality business decisions. You're sticking with your plan and you're sticking with your rules. You can read just a tiny little bit more about that this morning if you take a look at the blog post that I wrote this morning, and you'll see the link for that in the description. Let's take a look at T21.22. T21.22, the 4-week new high, new low ratio. You can see yesterday we pulled back toward this midsection again. That midsection area gives us the opportunity that we could either pop higher or move lower. We've got room on both sides of this market today to move. So let's kind of keep that in mind as we move forward and try to remain unbiased, just following the price action of the market. Let's take a quick look at the economic calendar today. Boy, we've had a busy economic calendar this week, and that's not changing today. Employment situation number this morning. We had motor vehicle sales early this morning. Those holding up, remaining strong, kind of pointing to some good retail numbers possibly coming up. Employment situation number this morning, they're expecting a really strong number here, about 190,000 in the consensus today, which keeps that employment rate down there below 4%. Again, and showing extreme strength and a lot of labor demand out there. Unfortunately, we're not seeing a big increase in wages. They're looking for wages to increase only marginally today. The PMI manufacturing continues to stay strong. ISM is also continuing to stay strong and running at very high demand for orders right now. Construction spending is expected to see a rebound today and move just a little bit higher. So, sales are good, retail's good, manufacturing is good, employment is good. It's kind of hard to point to anything in the economy that's really negative right now. Yet our market just continues to struggle with all this political uncertainty that just continues to swirl around us. So be real careful. Try to avoid that emotion. Just really stay focused to your plan and your rules. Last but not least, we have earnings on the calendar today, but there are only about 13 companies reporting earnings. ANF reported this morning. Let's see if they've reported. Looks like ANF has reported this morning, and they're gapping up this morning on that report. So everything right now seems to be pointing to an upside move at the open. Remember, we need to see follow through to that pop. We don't want to chase the pop just in case sellers step in on that. We want to see follow through, and that means after we see that little reactionary profit taking or a pullback, watch for real buying to see whether it's going to step in and push us up, or if those sellers step in to push us down from that point. We'll have to watch closely. Hey everyone, I want to wish you all a fantastic weekend, and let's hope next week is a little calmer in the market. We don't have quite so much whipping around. One thing I'm just really happy to say is here at Right Way Options, we're holding some very profitable positions. Been able to stick with those because we're on both sides of the market. We're trading some long, trading some short, and holding some nice profits. Remember, Friday is a great day to be taking those profits to avoid weekend risk. So if you have some profits that you're a little bit concerned about, you're feeling just a little bit overexposed in the market before the weekend, consider putting those funds in your account where they can't take them away. Everyone have an awesome weekend, and if this is the first time you've ever seen these videos, please do me a favor, click that subscribe button on YouTube, follow me button on Facebook, click those thumbs up buttons. I really do appreciate it. And also feel free to share this video with any friends and family. Hey folks, I've been accused here just lately by one individual who just seems intent on pestering, leaving a comment saying that all I do is try to make money from these videos. I want everyone to understand I have never signed up for a Google AdSense account. I do not make money on these videos, and I have no intention of making money on these videos. Believe it or not, there is a person out there who just wants to help other traders be better traders. I've enjoyed a 14-year full-time career in trading, and I do this not so much out of the goodness of my heart. Okay, this is my morning preparation. I do this work every morning, whether I do a video or not, in preparation for my day, how to approach the market today. And I've decided to just share that with other folks out there. If you find it helpful, wonderful. If you don't, that's okay too. That doesn't bother me. Find what it is that's going to help you improve as a trader. Cling to those things and work really hard, because trust me, guys, trust me, it's worth it. It's worth it to work every day to improve as a trader, to improve that, because having the lifestyle of a trader has just been fabulous for me. So I hope you can all achieve that, and believe me, there's no intent now or ever to make money on the morning market preparation video. Everyone take care, have a great day, have an awesome weekend. We'll talk to you all soon.